And once again, today I see we have the lovely Marina, at least her picture, and the lovely Nina, at least her picture. And Greg, you and I are both ugly.
That we certainly are. I'm just getting my video up. Cannot
Yeah,
start
no
it.
problem. Hey, people, how are you all today? It's David. I am going to be doing the Zoom today, the webinar. You look great in yellow, Miss Marina. That's a nice color on you. I'm going to be doing the webinar today. We've got our co-host with us, the lovely Nina, the lovely Marina. Greg's going to bring on his picture in just a few moments, folks. You know, let me tell you something. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I've been building businesses for a long time. I mentioned this, but you know, some things you just can't say enough. Been building businesses for a long time now. Since online, I've been building businesses since the time I was 9. I've been building online businesses since 2021. And every business that I built has been great. It has been an enhancement from the business that I had built previously. And folks, Coop20 is no different than that. Coop20, you know, as you saw on the screen there, Coop20 is the most insane income model that I've ever created. And people already are starting to see some things happen in Coop20 that they've not only never seen in any business that I personally put together, but they've never seen in any other business, period, anywhere in the known universe. And, you know, all of you that are on with us right now, if you're taking action, and by the way, you know, most companies, you know, their spokespeople or their owners or their leaders, you know, they always get on these Zooms. You got to take massive action. You just got to take massive action or you're just not going to be wealthy. Folks, you're going to find out Coop20 is 2 simple, doable steps that you only have to do one time to create a massive, predictable, ongoing passive income. Marina, we are in trouble today. You want to know why we're in trouble today?
Tell me.
Because I'm already wound up and we haven't even started yet.
I can see that you're all fired up, and it's
oh my goodness.
Have all the reason to be.
Oh yeah, and you do too. And you know what? We are going to start with you and Nina to begin the show today. And I'm going to start with Nina, if you don't mind. Nina, you haven't been with us for very long, but you've seen the light. You've come out of the darkness into the light. Tell us why. You're on mute.
Hello, everyone. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, Nina Ashrafi. I am so excited to be part of this venture, to be part of this history-making opportunity. I saw the want and the need coming together. I saw it's an opportunity where anyone and everyone could afford globally, and it's a money-making machine. I am super excited. I mean, this is something that we could hit massive, and I am in it 100%, and I'm ready to run with this. Back to you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Nina. And by the way, folks, if you're on Tuesday, you heard the lovely Nina do an overview. She knocked it out of the park. It was her very first overview for Co-op. She absolutely knocked it out of the park. She's going to be doing several more webinars on a regular basis for us. Greg is going to be doing webinars for us on a regular basis. Miss Marina is going to be doing webinars for us on a regular basis. They're all doing their own webinars every single day for their own teams. And every now and then I'm going to jump on and do a webinar like I'm getting ready to do today, because I absolutely love being in front of all you people. I love talking to everybody. I love feeling your energy. And anybody who is connected to the universe knows and can feel that energy coming in. So guys, keep that energy burning, because you got me on fire right now today. Miss Marina, what do you got to say before I take it over?
Hello, Africa. Hello, world. I am always pumped to be on the Coop20 meeting, because you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. You know, it's taken me yesterday in our team meeting, I learned a few tricks and things along the way, but I have sort of neglected it. The busier I got, you know, you forget about the basics of how to draw in customers, and people wondering, how did I do so well so quickly? And I took them through. So I posted my story that I wrote a little while ago, and I just, you know, tweaked it a little bit. And, you know, it's so amazing when I look back at my life and how I was struggling. And I think about all the jobs I've had, and, you know, in one job out, and I just couldn't find my feet. I just couldn't find my way. And I thought, well, this is how it's meant to be, until I realized that, you know what, wealth and abundance is available to me. And when I put it out there and I was ready to accept it, it's amazing. All the trials and tribulations that you go through, and you think, oh my gosh, you know, when am I ever going to see the light? Why is this happening to me? That was me a few months ago, literally a few months ago. That was me, where I just thought everything I touched, you know, some people, everything they touch turns to gold, and everything I touched just fell apart. And that's how I felt. And I thought, well, gosh, I must be jinxed. There must be something, you know. And then I realized, you know what, it is available to me. And I was introduced to Coop20, Coop Business. And I got in and I realized the first person I invited, I earned immediately. It was in my dashboard. The next day I could withdraw it. I was like, what? This is so unusual. It was I had a strange feeling. I didn't know how to deal with it, because I was so used to presenting and promoting and getting nothing for it. And then Coop20, what a blessing. The baby was born, Coop20, and only $20. Promise you, it has been a game changer. It's changed my life, where I am now in a position where I can comfortably, when my kids phone and say, hey, Ma, my daughter was sick, she had acute laryngitis, she needed all sorts of medication, her medical bill was like, you know, too maxed out. My son needed petrol, my other daughter wanted to go to a festival and she never had the money for a ticket. Mom was able to say, you know what, my love, there you go. How much do you need? Petrol, no problem, give it to you. And, you know, it doesn't stop there. I've been able to buy a few things that I've always, you know, wanted, but could never afford. And now I'm in the position where I can. And it's okay to spoil yourself. And it's okay. I always say, reward yourself. If you've done a good job, reward yourself. So whenever, you know, every month I see, okay, well, I've made this, I will buy myself something. It was my birthday as well, my birthday month. So I got spoilt with nice gifts and vouchers and things. And then instead of just sticking to the voucher amount, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just double that and I'll just buy a few more items. So I love online shopping. And it's just been, it's been so refreshing and such a blessing. And don't go to bed with that burden of, how am I going to get through this, you know? So I'm just really, really tickled pink. I'm loving it. Thank you. And the fact that I've earned, just 15 days ago is when we went live with Coop20. Well, 16 days now. 16 days ago, and I've earned over $2,100. And the month is not over yet. You know, incredible. Thank you.
Very, very nice. And I just promoted Arnie to our panel as well. You're going to hear from Arnie in a few moments. Hey, Arnie, how you doing, man? Thank you for your testimony. I did get it. It came through. I haven't looked at it yet. And by the way, folks, you know, I got a couple of messages today when I sent out Marina's testimony from a couple of people. They said, why do you keep promoting Marina and her testimony? Is she the only one working? Well, folks, no, she's not the only one working, but she's the only one who's given a testimony. Send those testimonies in so we can get them out there, because we've got it going on here at Co-op. Greg's going to give his testimony once I finish the presentation. Arnie's going to give his testimony when we've got the presentation finished. And guys, do it. Leon, listen, grab your phone, turn on the camera, look at it and say, hello world, my name is, and I am in Co-op20 and I am loving it. That's all we need. Just get a testimony off to us so we can put it up there. We're getting ready to put the testimonies on the site as well. I started putting them on our YouTube channel, so get them to us so I can put them up there. And you too can become a Co-op superstar. I think I sounded like a game show host there for a second. I don't know whether I'm the people's preacher or a game show host today. But anyways, guys, listen, I am jacked up, as you can tell. I am so excited with everything that's going on in Co-op20. And the more and more and more, like day after day after day, more and more, it's like hitting them. It's sinking in what Co-op20 is all about. And as you guys know, almost every presentation that we've put together so far, that we've done, has been a little different than the last one. I'm going to tell you, today, it's going to be a little different than the last one again. Because we keep making them better and better and better, I believe, anyways. And the Co-op20 presentation that I'm going to do right now, nobody's even seen yet. None of the team has seen it yet. I've been working on it almost right up until the last minute here. So if you see a spelling mistake on there, expect it, because I wrote it. But listen, I think that this one's getting a little more dialed in. And as I was writing it and I was listening to it, listen, I was getting excited again. And it takes a lot for me to get excited, but I was getting excited again because I think you're going to see why Co-op20 is the most insane income model that you've ever been a part of. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Let's get busy with it. Let me go here. Share. Listen, Marina, when I put this on full screen, because sometimes it doesn't flip the slides from one to the next, I'm going to put this on full screen. And if it doesn't go to the next slide, would you be kind enough to let me know? All right, so I believe we are now on full screen. Let me get this out of the way. So here we go. And, you know, folks, I was going to, I write quotes. I've got over 800 quotes. I've got a quote book that I've been promising to put out now for 2 years. I am going to put it out. I've got over 800 quotes. The quote book I'm putting out is only going to be 365 of my best quotes, because I only want to have it for 1 day each year. And I was going to start today with one, but this is too much. I'm going to do one of my quotes tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on the next one. And folks, it's about courage. And without getting into the whole part of it, courage is this, right? Do you have the courage to go after your dreams and make them happen, right? Because it truly takes courage to step outside of the box. It truly takes courage to want to do something different than what you've already been doing. And let me tell you something, folks, and some of you will admit this, it actually takes courage to have a willingness to get wealthy. There are a lot of people that are afraid to get wealthy, thinking that it might change them. They might lose their friends. They might lose their way. Folks, let me tell you, shake it off, because the courage to get wealthy is what you need right now. So let's be honest with each other as we begin this presentation. You are here because you're searching for an opportunity that can immediately earn you more money than you have right now. You are here because you're looking for an opportunity that can provide you with a sustainable income to not only last you to Saturday, not only last you till the end of 2023, but to last you a lifetime. And folks, understand this. I've been doing these online businesses now for 22 years. The very first business that I started is online. Right now, not as many people are using it because of the fact that we've evolved so much, but it's online and some people are making money with it right now. When our co-op ecosystem is complete, we're only in year 3 of this 5-year plan. When our co-op ecosystem is complete, this is a legacy income that we are creating for you. And when I say a legacy income, you know, Amway, for example, it's been around since the 1949s. J.R. Rawlings and Company has been around. J.R. Watkins has been around since 1955. That was 1958. That is the world's first network marketing company. We're not network marketing, but some of those companies have been around for a long time. Look at Co-op and Co-op20, Co-op business, and the rest of the Co-op family, look at this as your legacy to your bright new future, because it is. And you're looking for a business that can give you the confidence to introduce your friends to a great business. Folks, here I am, live to all of you, and this is being recorded, and it'll be live to the entire world in a very short period of time. If you can put up $1, $1 US, I will put up 10,000 US. If you can find a better, easier to understand, more affordable, more rewarding plan anywhere in the known universe, you give me that dollar, I will give you $10,000 back. I've been saying this for quite some period of time. I'll keep saying it. And that $10,000, it's going to remain in my pocket forever, because there is no better system anywhere in the known universe. There never has been a better system anywhere in the known universe. And as I complete this presentation, folks, let me tell you something. Like, my heart is going like this because I am so excited with what's happening in Co-op20. And I'm going to be honest with you, as I always am. I am absolutely 100% confident that Co-op20 can help you accomplish your financial goals. And at the end of this presentation, check this out, folks. You don't hear this from other businesses. You don't hear this from other owners. I am going to tell you that I am not going to ask you to pay one single penny. And not only am I not going to ask you to pay one single penny, I am going to give you the opportunity to use this system for free for as long as you want. Folks, tell me any other business owner that is willing to put everything, their entire journey, their history, their legacy, their reputation on the line and allow you to use the system for free. There's not another owner out there, because there is no other owner that I know of anywhere that will allow you to use their system free and prove, absolutely prove, every single word that I say and that is on the website. We said that you can receive a multi-million-dollar income starting off with Co-op20 and moving into Co-op B. You can, and I am backing it up not only with my words, but with my system. Folks, you have never seen anything like this before in the world. By the way, so I've got who I am. Here I am. I'll let somebody else tell you my history, because this is also going to be for everyone else. I got a storied history. I've got a history of creating disruptive systems all over the world that more than 50% of the population is using and or has used. 50% of the 8 billion people on this planet are using or have used something that I created. You may not know that, but you'll hear about it. So let's get busy with it. All right, as you saw on that slide earlier, Co-op20 is the most outrageous compensation plan ever created. I came up with this morning. As I'm writing it, I said to myself, I can't just simply call it Co-op20. No, we got to come up with a plan. Got to come up with a name. And I couldn't think of any other name that is more powerful than the Co-op Super Plan. My goodness, when you watch this presentation, you're going to understand that you're going to start trying to come up with words, and you're going to be fumbling just like I am right now to come up with the right word, because it is outrageous and it is insane. And here's why. Co-op20 is the world's first, check this out. You gotta listen close, folks. Check this out. Co-op20 is the world's first 3x6. It is a 3x6. But it recycles, it re-enters, and all of the team that you've invited, they recycle, they re-enter, and they follow you. And you're going to find out that when they do, you make even more money without doing any more work. This is the first cooperative in history that is a 3x6 that recycles, re-enters, and has a follow me to it. Folks, watch what happens. This is a cooperative. It's a 3x6. As you can see, you got 3 members on your first level, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. That is a total of 1,092 people in your cooperative. On the first level, you get 15%, then 5, 10, 5, 5, and 10%. That represents 50% of the $20. We pay out 100%. Check this out. Co-op 2020 uses the cooperative income system. Folks, we are not multi-level marketing. We are not MLM. We are the cooperative income systems. And the cooperative income systems, well, it's a real game changer. It is a revolutionary new income system. It will create a sustainable cash flow for you in 2 simple, doable steps. And here's the thing. You see, in Co-op 20, when we use the cooperative income system, you do the work once. You do the work once. I'm going to say it again. You do the work once, but you keep getting paid over and over again. Check it out. Network marketing, they've got quotas. The cooperative income system, we don't have any quotas. Network marketing, they got monthly qualifications. The cooperative income system, we don't have any qualifications. This cooperative income system, not only does it replace the outdated, failed MLM models that over 1 billion people are using right now, it's going to turn them into dinosaurs, and they are going to have to adopt some type of cooperative income system if they plan on staying in business. And here's the thing, folks. You get to use it right now. And here's something else. You see, never, ever again will you join a system whereby the person that invited you will always get more money than you, or the person that joined the system 20 years ago will always get more money than you. You see, in the cooperative income systems, we are all equal, and we all have an equal opportunity. If you remember, if you were on our first call for Co-op 20, I was like the 20th or 30th person down the list. As far as earnings go, there were 20 or 30 people that had earned more money than me. And I'm the first person in. I created the system, but Marina and several other people made way more money than me. That, folks, is how a business is supposed to be created. It's supposed to give everybody an equal opportunity. Co-op 20, Co-op B, the entire ecosystem uses the cooperative income systems. It is fair. There are no quotas. One time out of pocket, do the work once, get paid forever. Folks, it doesn't get any better. And here's just a couple of things you need to know. Think about this. You don't need a lawyer to help you to figure it out. You don't need an accountant to do the counting for you and help you to figure out the compensation plan, because this is it. It's a one-time out-of-pocket, $20 for your subscription membership fee. There's no recruiting to earn up to $1,854 in royalties. But let me tell you something. it might take a long time to get to that $1,854. Is it possible? Yes, but you'd be foolish not to participate in your own recovery, because you only have to complete 2 simple doable steps one time to earn an unlimited income.
David,
Check this
sorry.
out. Yeah.
Are you doing a slideshow because nothing is moving?
Hold on a second.
Did you forget about the presentation? You put
No,
this
I've been
together.
going from slide to slide.
You have not seen it. Sorry. Sorry for interrupting. Wasn't sure.
No, I'm glad you did, because listen, you guys, I can't even get this thing to go to. Hold on a second. You guys probably thought, what is this guy talking about? I can't see anything. What is he talking about? Multiple income streams. What's he talking about? 2 steps. Let me stop sharing this thing. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing it. I'm gonna try and do it all over again. I gotta try and get it off full screen. I don't even know how to get it off full screen. It's not even going off full screen. Let me try it again. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, now I got it off full screen. Are you telling me? Are you?
I thought you just got excited and you got carried away on the first slide, and we were just wondering. So there's a few comments, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe there is a problem here.
Listen, I'm on slide 12, by the way.
Oh wow!
But the good thing is that I haven't got to the good stuff yet, so I'm not going to start all over again. I will record this later. I think you understand what I was saying, but let me bring it back up. That was funny. Let me bring it back up. Here we go. All right, so now it's not on full screen, and you see, this is what I was asking. I was saying, like, if the slides aren't moving, let me know, because I remember previously when I put it on full screen, the slides weren't moving. So, anyways, let me just go quickly back over here. So that's the cooperative. I talked about that. I don't have to say these things again, even though the slide wasn't moving. You were hearing it. Important facts. So I think this is where we need to start. So, Nina, if I go like this, is my slide changing?
Yes, it is. It's changing.
All right, cool. Next time I'm going to try it, and I'll use the PowerPoint and see if I can change the slides. Anyways, here's some important facts. So even though I did a lot of talking on those previous slides and I was having a blast, you didn't miss too much, because this is where the meat and potatoes really starts. The important facts. We have a 100% payout. 100% payout. You know what that means? It means we have the highest payout in the industry. You know what else it means? It means that no one can pay out more, because unless you're using fake math, the maximum you can pay out is 100%. So we got a 100% payout. And check this out, right? So check this out. And this is why some people are actually doing like they're blowing it through the roof. Because each person that you personally invite, you receive between 30 and 55% actually. So each person that you invite, you're going to receive between 30 and 55% just from those people. That means that you can receive up to $11 for each person that you invite. And check this out. You see, Co-op's subscription is paid every 28 days. 28 days goes into 364 days, 13 times. That means that you get those royalties paid to you 13 times a year. So it's not just one time that you're receiving this. It is 13 times a year. And when I show you how this works, you're going to find that you're going to receive an ever increasing, I have to say that again, ever increasing amount of royalties. You know, it's like having this cup here, right? And having the water turned on. You know, when it gets full, it just keeps running over. And now you got royalties everywhere. You're bending over, you're picking up there, you're picking up there. It just keeps flowing. That's what happens with this system. It is crazy. And here's the other thing. And I actually made a mistake. I made a mistake on that last important fact. It says you got a global sales territory. I was wrong. You got a universal sales territory. If you know somebody that's on the universe of the International Space Station, send them a message. They could probably use a little extra income. So anyone, anywhere with an internet connection, or even without an internet connection, as long as one of their friends has a connection, can join you in this most monumental business opportunity. You see, here's how you get that 100%. You see, when I invite Nina, which I didn't, I wish I did, but if I invited Nina, I would get 25% of that $20. That is $5. That's one way of getting money. Then, if she was the first person, she fell on my first generation, I would get another 15%. Another 15%. That's 40% of that $20, which is $8. $8. And then when I have three who have three, I become qualified. And I'm going to get more money because I invited Nina. Folks, this is insane. And that's not even including what she might do. And of course, yeah, we got our own bank. We got our own bank. It means that we're not reliant on Visa. We're not reliant on MasterCard. We're not reliant on Wise. The only thing that we're reliant on is us. We have complete control over our destiny. MasterCard can't shut us down. Visa can't shut us down. You see, because we got our own digital bank, we can pay you every second of every day. And we do. You receive your royalties immediately. You can withdraw your money every day. All these digital assets that we got, such as our co-op tokens, our co-op bits, and all the other digital assets, they're all in our wallet. You can do member-to-member transfers. You know, if you don't want to have to pay those onboarding fees, that extra $6, send your friend $21. Boom, he's in. Send your other friend $21. Boom, she's in. See, we got our own bank. What? Now let me tell you how it works and why it works. How it works and why it works. Oh boy. All right. Here's what can happen. By the way, this can happen for you. Can happen even faster. Can happen slower. What I'm showing you right now to a mathematical certainty, and this is why I'm saying you can use the system for free for as long as you want. Prove what we're saying here, right? This is what can happen in your first 9 days if everyone gets their 3 people in day 1. Watch this, because after one day, you register for your Coop20 subscription with a one-time out-of-pocket $20. And in your very first day, you invite 3 friends to join you for $20. You're now in profit. And not only are you in profit, your subscription, your next subscription is paid for. And because you've already set it in motion, the next one and the next one and the next one's paid for. Folks, imagine. Just think about this. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. You join a business today. Let's say you open up a restaurant. Can't open up a restaurant for $20, but let's say you open up a restaurant. Imagine if you open up that restaurant and the very first day, let's say it cost $25,000 to open up that restaurant. It's going to be a pretty small restaurant, but let's say it costs $25,000 to open up that restaurant. And in your very first day, you made $100,000. You're in profit. But it doesn't happen like that. The only place that it happens is here in co-op world. Your very first day. Not only are you in profit, but your subscription is now covered. And you have no more out-of-pocket expenses. And Wow. Look at that top line. It says, day one, complete 2 steps one time. Complete 2 steps one time. You reached into your pocket, you pulled out $20, you joined us, you invited three friends who will do the same. You're done. You're done. There's nothing more for you to do. You are done. Your business is now on autopilot and is going to keep generating money for you potentially every day for the rest of your life, as long as your team does the same. Invite 3 members who do the same. Invite 3 members who do the same. It sets your business on autopilot. And on day 2, you've now received $33. But now you've crossed over your last milestone in co-op. You now have 3 who have 3. That allows you, imagine, think about all these other businesses, those network marketing companies out there. Some of them have 32 different levels. And to this day, no one's ever accomplished them. We got 1. Invite 3 who have 3, and you are now in position to receive maximum amount of royalties on everything that happens in your cooperative from this point forward. Maximum royalties on everything that happens from this point forward, and you are only on day 2. Look at this, day 3, 88. Gotta back it up. Gotta back it up. Oh my goodness. You see what it says right there? It says, hold the front door. My. You see, on day 3, you've now received $88. So now, you see, because we got our own digital bank, right? So we hold on to that $20 so that you don't have to remember to put it in and you never miss a payday, right? Because missing 1 payday in co-op world could amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars for missing 1 day. You don't want that to happen, right? So we hold on to that $20 so that you don't have to remember. But we also want to see you make more money. So we automatically transition you into our other cooperatives. Co-op B. Okay, listen to this, all right? You're automatically put into co-op business out of that $88. So you don't even see it, right? You don't even see it. You don't even see it. It just automatically happens. You're automatically put into co-op 20. That allows you to receive not from 6 generations, but 10 generations. So that 3 by 6, it has 1,092 people. It's a nice income. You're going to make a lot of money here. But we know you want a new house. We know you want a new car. And you probably want that big screen TV. So we know these things. You need more money. So now you're going to receive from 10 generations in co-op 28. Now, think about this. We're putting you into it automatically. You don't have to do any more work. You haven't taken any more money out of your pocket except that original $20. And by the 3rd day, you're not even working anymore. But you keep making more money. You see, co-op 28 can make you a multimillionaire. And it can do it this year, automatically. You don't even know it. The only thing you see is more money coming into your wallet. Because now you can receive royalties from 88,572 people every 28 days. And folks, I'm not going to tell you how much money you can receive in co-op 28, but let me just tell you this. It's a lot. So Let's go back over here for a moment, okay? You see, the only way you get to receiving a POP income, which is a predictable ongoing income, predictable ongoing passive income in Co-op 20, is by completing those two steps, right? So you register for a one-time out-of-pocket $20. That's not it. Because if you don't invite 3 or more friends, you can't get that predictable ongoing passive income. So is it worth it to get those 3 friends? Yes. Is it worth it to do it in a day? Yes. Yes and yes. And I'm going to tell you about a pay it forward program that we got going on that's literally going to blow your mind and show you how getting those 3 people in one day is easier than buying a ticket to go to the movies. So hold the front door. Folks, listen. What's in store for you and what happens automatically once you've completed those 2 steps is incredible. Now we're on to day 4. And by the way, this income that I'm talking about right now, this income that I'm showing you right now, it doesn't include what you're going to receive in Co-op 28 or Co-op 20 or Co-op 280. This is just in Co-op 20. Now you're at $193, folks. That's enough to, maybe pay your telephone bill. Are you rich yet? No, but you are on your way. Day 5, $534. Day 6, day 6 is kind of a milestone for most of you because you're going to receive $2,283 if you got your 3 friends in one day. They got their 3 friends in one day. And remember, folks, it's easy. Get those 3 friends in one day. Here's why it's a milestone, because that $2,283, well, that covers the monthly expenses for 95% of the population around the world. So imagine if there are 9 billion people here, it means that 9,200,000 people have their monthly expenses covered in a week. And now, the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your entire life happens in Co-op 20. You see, your matrix is filled. Your cooperative is filled. There's no more room for your friends. So what do? We start another one for you. Now on day 7, you're at $3,158. And your friends are following you. And their friends are following them. So now on day 8, you're at $5,126. Day 9. It's not even 2 weeks yet. It's not even 10 working days yet. It's 9 days. And you're already at over $9,000. Now, I've stopped doing the calculations at this point because, folks, if you aren't jacked by this point, if you aren't turned on by this point, if you don't see the light by this point, if you haven't come out of the dark into the light by this point, I don't know what to say. But check it out, because, folks, your income doesn't stop here. Remember what I said way back here? Where is this slide? I got to go back because I just got to go back. Anyways, it says that you're going to earn you have an opportunity to earn an unlimited amount of money. You do. Because watch what happens. You see, even though we stopped calculating, your team hasn't stopped growing. You haven't stopped collecting money. You're still collecting more and more and more and more money every single day. And then look at that, eh? On day 12, now you got 2 closed matrices. On day 12, you got 2 closed matrices. That's over $18,000 that you could be receiving every 28 days just from those 2 closed matrices. Because each one can produce over $9,000 for you. But you're not done. Watch. You see, another one opens up. You see this here? This is that closed one. That's the other closed one. You see, if you had a matrix open and close every 28 days, do you know that you'd have 13 of these going on and your income is still growing? And if you had 13 of these going on and your income is still growing, just in Co-op20, that's almost $130,000 every 28 days. And folks, I have to say it again. I have to remind you. Listen again. I have to say it. You did the work on day 1. You did nothing on day 2. You did nothing on day 3. You haven't done anything else. And now let me say something else to you. If you do more, you will make more. So what I'm showing you right now is like teaching a person how to ride a bike and using a 3-wheeler and having someone behind you pushing you. This is your baby step. This is your baby step into the co-op world. This is your baby step in becoming part of the co-op tribe. This is your baby step in completing and earning a multi-million-dollar income. Folks, never, ever in the history of mankind has there ever been an income system that has the ability to create such a large distribution of wealth to you, to me, to Nina, to our friends, to our favorite causes, to our favorite charities? Never in history has there been an income system that was built for everybody. This is not just the fat cat CEOs that are making money. This is not just the heavyweights that are making money. This is not just the whales that are making money. This is not the person that invites 1,000 people to the business that is making money. This is you. You having the opportunity to create a multi-million-dollar income. This is your retired mom having the opportunity to create a multi-million-dollar income. This is your brother, your sister, your best friend, even the person that you don't like is given the opportunity to create a multi-million-dollar income. This system is the system that I have been dying to create, wanting to create, dreaming to create, working my butt off to create since 1987. This is the system that can give 100% of you, because there is no saturation point, can give 100% of you the opportunity to live debt-free, stress-free, and financially free for the rest of your life. The rest of your life can be different than whatever has happened beforehand. If you're 20, your next 130 years are looking brighter and brighter than they've ever looked before. If you are 90, your next 30 years are looking better than your last 90. If you are 50, the next 70 years are looking much brighter than your first 50 years. No matter where you are in your life right now, if you adopt this plan, if you complete the 2 steps, if you have your team complete the 2 steps, your life will be forever altered for the better. Now, folks, now it is up to you. Now it is up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to Marina. It's not up to Nina. It's not up to Arnie. It's not up to Greg. It is up to you. So if you want something more in your life, stand up right now. Go to a mirror and tell yourself, I deserve everything I'm willing to work for. I am going to join Co-op20 and become part of the co-op tribe. I am going to complete those 2 steps. And I, Marina, I, Mary, I, Greg, I, Doug, I, Ingrid, I am going to start living my life exactly the way I choose. I am going to do the things with who I want. I am going to do the things when I want. And I am going to do the things where I want, because you now have a system that you can count on. Woo! I am fired up. I'm not even going to talk about this pay it forward right now. Ladies, Arnie, Greg, let me hear from you guys. Woohoo! I am jacked.
And the crowd went crazy.
Excellent presentation.
Woo! All right, listen. Wow, Marina, I always love hearing from you when I do these, because you've been with us the longest. Man, I feel like this may have been my most energized presentation I've ever done in my entire life, and I am so happy it happened right now.
Absolutely. You know what? Everyone can feel your enthusiasm, the comments I see, you know, the excitement. People are realizing that this is available to me. It's available to me. And, you know, they just need to apply themselves. I always say right now is grind time. You grind. This is a driver business. It's not a passenger business, as David says. You got to grind, but you only got to grind for a little while. And then your team gets it and they grind, and their team gets it and they grind, and you sitting on the Copacabana beach drinking a pina colada or wherever you want to be, you know, this is just incredible. And I always say thank you to you, David, for your mind, for your heart, for your passion, for what you've given us, and for the development team.
They work around the clock.
Yeah,
we got to give it to them. Some of them might even be listening today. I don't know. Sometimes they're listening because they, you know, sometimes they, because my development team, they don't listen to what I'm saying. They don't even know what they're building. I just say, build this. They say, how do you want it? I want it like this. Are you sure this is the way you want it? Yes, this is how I want it. They build it. And then sometimes I get on my calls when I'm with my tech team, and I get excited, right? And it's like, David, what are you doing? Right? Because they just got their heads down doing what they need to do, making sure that the system works. They don't know that we're saving the world.
Absolutely. And, you know, I was speaking to someone from the Philippines today, and they've also been stuck in a business for 4 years. And I said to him, have you realized you've got $280 in your back office, but you keep sending money to me to activate your members? He's like, what? He was so busy planning all his members. He's bringing in, you know, the whole of the southern Philippines, and I'm just so proud of him. So, you know, they realize.
You know, let me tell you a funny story.
Finally, he said, finally, it's our time. Those were his words with this business.
Let me tell you something that's so funny, because here you are telling me about a person in the Philippines who keeps sending you money for tokens, and they didn't realize they had $280 in their dashboard, right? So I had a great member of ours from Papua New Guinea. He calls me up yesterday, says, David, I need 10 more tokens. I'm going to send you the money for 10 more tokens. The guy had $220 in his wallet. He could have just bought them. But I said, okay, fine. I just sent them to him. And then I told him, you know, you get the next time you can do it from your wallet.
I just showed him how to do it, you know, and he did a transfer because he owed me, he was short of $14 somehow. And I said, you know what, you can just do a member to member transfer. He's like, how do I do that? Because he was just so busy focusing on getting his team, you know, they 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 that he just, that's where his mind was. And I showed him, I was on the phone and I said, right, go here, go there, go to wallet, go to member transfer, authenticate. He said, I know how to do that. I said, right, it puts $14 in and my registration key.
And it took, what, a tenth of a second?
And I said, it's in my wallet. He said, what? He said, that's a testimony on its own. He could not believe it. And he paid it forward for another member, and he's going to now continue doing it. And he was just so grateful. So, you know, it's amazing when the penny drops and people realize how quickly you earn in this business. When your team goes to work, the world's your oyster.
Exactly. Hey, Arnie,
I love what you said. If you know someone in NASA or out in space, send them signals. I think get them involved. You know, it's not global; it's universal.
Hey, Arnie, let's bring Arnie in here. Arnie's been with us for a little while now. He was with a team that you know they wanted to do it their own way. and they haven't quite caught on to what we're doing here. And then because Arnie's out there, so many people have been hitting him up saying, Arnie, can you help me? And Arnie, why don't you tell us what's been going on with you the last 2 weeks?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Loud
Yeah,
and
man,
clear?
go ahead.
Okay, what's happened to me the last 2 weeks? Shall I say that? Well,
Yeah.
well, there is people out there who are lost and confused, and for some reason they have found me, probably through my Facebook group or something like that, and they contact me and they ask me for help. So I'm basically spending my day helping others. So that's what I do, and yeah, it looks like.
Tell us about what you think of Co-op. And by the way, Arnie wrote some really nice things about me, so we're best friends now because he said some really nice things about me.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us what your experience is like with Co-op. Like, I mean, like, because you're actually a really great leader, and maybe you can tell people about how you got started and how you took your time before the wheels started chugging along and then getting faster and faster. If you can maybe relay a little bit of that story, because there's a lot of people out there that are just like you. They're slow to get started. They aren't sure what's going on, and maybe you can tell the people your journey so far.
Yeah, my journey started in November 22 when I was introduced for the Co-op crowd, and something clicked for me there, because I've been into this business for 23 years, the same age as Co-op business, as the Co-op thing. So I started with this because I was about to give up actually in November. I have dedicated 2022 to find the business. In January, already in January 22, I decided to jump on everything I was given by my network. There's a lot of business people there, just to take a look at it. And I found something good and very much bad, but everything was so expensive, and I didn't have the money because I was broke. We was ruined because of the pandemic and because of the lockdown and everything. So in November, I was about to give up, and then a friend of me who already has joined Co-op crowd sent me this video and asked me, what do you think about this? And I looked at it, and it clicked, absolutely clicked. Something inside of me just said, you are there now. After 23 years, you're finally there. And I clapped myself on the shoulder today, because I knew it there and then. I made it. So I was in there, and I had my 3 first in between 5 minutes and an hour. After that, it took some time, of course, because I got sick. I got this COVID shit. So I was out for 14 days, and I had 28 days to do it on. So I lost a lot of that. So I went down to Co-op 28, which is okay. I had to learn that too. And what I did, what is the most important of what I have done, and what I really recommend everyone to do. You can't start this based on your previous experiences, because every business is different. Everything is different. You have to dive into it, find the knowledge in everything you do, also this, and suck it in, eat it raw. Attend webinars, read everything you can find about it, but don't go to Google and find reviews. You will always find shit about everything. And so that is my advice. Don't do that, because I have been I have been following this and working against this scam reviews since 2009. So I know what I'm talking about there. And they have deprived a lot of people from a better life, believe me in that. So I just stay in there and I talk to people and I teach them, everyone, everything I learn, so they could learn it from me, and I show them the sources so they can also learn them. And I have a bunch of people here who are actually good. They are not so forwarded as me, of course. But I keep telling them that you're not building my business or David's business, you're building your business. So be very, very careful about jumping from you to somebody else. So dive into it. And then Co-op Business came in March, and I was, of course, with there. And yeah, I think I start to get to understand this very well now. But as you said, David, because I am Norwegian, and you asked me on the phone, can you please tell me about how do you introduce Coop20? And listen, if I could say that in Norwegian, I would really be in fire. I will make you hot. But and I was surprised. So yeah, so I make some videos myself and things like that. And yeah, it's important that people bid on themselves. You got to be visible out there. You can't sit there and let people do things for you, because then they will grow and you will not. You got to be out there. You got to do something. You have to take action. So my testimony, I deliver your testimonial today for you. And if you want me to read it up, I can do that.
Yeah, why don't you? Go ahead. I haven't heard it yet, so we're all going to hear it for the first time.
Okay, I will let you hear it here. So this is quite my story, actually. So, okay, my name is Arne Hope, and I'm from Norway. And I'm lucky enough to be both a member and one of the pioneers of the co-op ecosystem and the amazing Co-op Business and Coop20. I'm originally a professional musician. And before the pandemic and lockdown in 2020, I had been working very hard, harder than ever in 2019 with tour dates to secure the best possible financial year for the upcoming year 2020, because I was going to be a father again. So the lockdown therefore led me to losing close to $1 million in Norwegian crowns. That's about $100,000, right? And me and my family were ruined by this, actually. In November 22, I got a tip about the online business, Coop Crowd, which further led to the launch of Co-op Business in March 23 and Coop20 in September 23. All these are part of the cooperative ecosystem I work with today, and I'm proud of it. A decentralized system made by and for people, and with the intention of ending world poverty based on just 2 simple doable steps. And you are on your way to a financially free future. This is something the world has never seen before, but now it is here for anyone and everyone to use. The co-op has changed my life, and it will change yours with 100% certainty. And all it takes is 2 simple doable steps. I'm quite a bit rebel, you know. So it's time to go decentralized, folk, and take back your lives, like I have done, using the world's easiest and the best tool, the co-op ecosystem. So I tell people to join the co-op now and watch your life, finances change drastically within a few weeks. And I promise you will absolutely love it. That's it, babe.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing that. So that's what you did your video, and that's what you sent through?
Sent 3 because I
Awesome. That's fantastic. All right, listen, thank you very much, Ernie, for sharing that. Folks, listen, like, people are everywhere on all 7 continents. We are in over 100, now we're in over 180 countries around the world. We're on all 7 continents. Folks, listen, we haven't even launched yet. I forgot, we haven't even launched yet. We don't even launch till October 15th, but people are building their teams right now. They are setting that foundation and they are preparing themselves for what life is going to be like. This is like a demarcation point. It's before co-op and after co-op, right? So this is like a demarcation point in time. So thanks for that. Greg, let us hear from you. And you know, Greg is another person who's got a tremendous testimony to share with what's going on. And give us the short version if you don't mind, because what you've said on a number of occasions so far, it's the exact same thing for so many people that are listening right now that they need to hear it directly from you, if you don't mind.
No problem at all. But first things first, I just want to ask everybody, please show those hands clapping and the hearts and the fanfares and everything for that presentation. It was so amazing that we didn't even need the slides to tick over. It was just, everything was just being drunk in. It was fantastic. And I want to speak about that excitement just very quickly. So I'm going to condense this. I tend to waffle, so I'm going to keep this short. When you come to, you've seen these opportunities before, you've heard about things like this before, even though you've never seen anything like this opportunity. And it's almost like people are paid to be excited about it, because what did you hear when we started the day? We're excited to be here. You said, yes, 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 excited. And that was not my experience the very first time I saw this opportunity, because I was always skeptical about my fingers being burnt, well, bodies parts being burnt in all these other opportunities, to such an extent that I couldn't even go in. When I come walking down the street to certain people, they cross the street, because it's like, here comes that guy with that another opportunity and things like that. I was, you know, you start getting ashamed to share things because you believe in something so heartfeltly, and it lets you down. And I had that same experience I was very skeptical coming into this, and I just happened to come across a video on Marina's Facebook page, one of her followers, and I thought, hey, this is quite interesting. Let's have a look at it. And you know, I wasn't going to be sold very quickly because I'd been burnt before. Go on, and then I see he's like, oh, okay, here's a free system I can use and just try it out. Try before you buy, and it was fantastic. And I thought, like, let's give it a shot. You know, just type in a couple of emails, send it to 1 or 2 people that I invited. One of them was my sister. I think she's actually on here today. So I'd send it to her, and it's like, hey, wait a minute, I can see in my wallet that there's money there immediately. I was like, wait. That can't be right. Let me try another one. And I'd put in another few emails, and boom, the numbers just kept on going up. And that was when I was sold on the system. I immediately took action, jumped in, paid my $20. Actually, I started on Co-op Business, but I immediately jumped in because there it was. It was proof. The proof was there. And I tried to break that system to say, it's like, you know, it's probably going to throw out the numbers, and it happened exactly the way that we saw it, that I saw it in the free system. Then I was sold. Then I could actually go up to people and say, it's like, hey, this is what I've got in my wallet right now based on a business that just started a few days ago. And what was amazing about that day one, when we flipped the switch to go into switch it on, was that after that webinar that we had on that day, I immediately jumped in my car and went to go and fill it up with fuel, because there was enough money to cover a full fuel tank, because the petrol price was being increased on that evening, and I had no worry with it. And I was completely sold. And just for $20, that's the risk that we're going to take. I just got out of a 3.5-year relationship. My boss told me, thanks, I don't need you anymore. And there I was, you know, job hunting. I'm no longer job hunting. This is my full-time job now. I don't recommend that for everybody. It's a risk that you're going to take, but I've seen the light and where Co-op Business is going to go. And I'm fully committed to making sure that this works for me and for my family. This is going to be the one thing that's going to change my life, and it's going to change all of their lives for two reasons. Number one is every single effort that you make is rewarded. And the first effort that I made was just buying in. And we saw in the slides there that you could, just by getting in, you can get $1,852, $1,854. It could happen in 2 years' time, but eventually it will get there. But your reward for your effort of just getting involved is there. Then if you get your 3, there's even more rewards. If you get your 3, if you help your 3 get their 3, the rewards are endless, because then you unlock everything. And that's reason number one. And the second reason is, David, you started off with a quote, and I've got one quote that I'm sticking by, and that is, every man has 2 lives. And the second life starts when he realizes he only has 1. And if this is the opportunity that I'm grabbing onto, because this one is going to change my life and change my family's life. It is a decision that I made, and a decision that you can make today that will allow you to participate in your own recovery, because we've been burnt too many times and too often, that we are beaten down into that 9 to 5, that we have to go and sell our time and sell our energies and effort to a boss who doesn't even know us. We're just a number on a spreadsheet at the end of the day in most of our cases. And here I have control over my own destiny. And I'm looking at my screen. I'm right next to the CEO. That's the CEO that's sitting over there. And he shares in my passion. He shares in my dreams. He shares in my commitment to this business. And that is what is the amazing part of this. Last little saying, well done is better than well said. That's, I'm going to leave that with you. Well done is better than well said.
Yeah, I like that. Hadn't heard that one before. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So as you heard from Greg, you know, he was very fortunate. He got fired, and just a couple of days before his last day in his job, he actually found Co-op, and then we were introduced. So it was serendipity. It was the best thing that ever happened to him, and we're happy that he's part of the team right now. Folks, there are so many.
I'm so sorry, David. I forgot the one big thing, the one big plus that I haven't shared with anybody, or didn't say it now, was in the first week that I was involved in co-op business, or in Coop20, I had earned more money than I had in the 6 other opportunities that I had been involved in before, combined.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's what that was incredible to me. I was so happy. I filled my car up with fuel.
On that note, I always talk about Coop20. I've made I'm almost touching $2,200, and because we're so focused on Coop20, you don't even realize how the magic of the system is working and upgrading your members into Coop Elite. And I'm sitting on almost $400 in Coop Elite. So right now I'm sitting on about $2,600. And the month ain't over yet. And then I'm earning from 2 income streams, and my team is slowly coming.
And you made money in Co-op 280 as well.
Yes, I did. But I was just saying, this was I forget to look.
And you see, folks, you heard me say that you automatically and seamlessly and painlessly transition from Co-op 20 into Co-op 28. You don't even realize what's happening. You don't even see the money coming out of your wallet, because it's only $28. So it's like, oh yeah, so great, I'm in another one. But unless you push that button and you go to your Co-op 28, you don't really understand there's income growing there. And for myself, because I'm qualified and I got a lot of people that are in my Co-op Elite, which is a Co-op 28, I'm kicking ass and knocking it out of the park in Co-op 20, but my Co-op 28 has doubled in like 2 weeks. After 4 months of being in Co-op 28, it's doubled in 2 weeks. Folks, man, we are onto something so big, so massive, so incredibly powerful here that, wow. Well, Nina, why don't you close it out for us?
Sure. Oh yeah, you guys, I'm so excited. I mean, I am so pumped up from hearing our amazing CEO. This is amazing, you guys. Take action, take serious action. This is your dream. No one's gonna come and wake you up. No one's gonna do anything for you. You were asking for a miracle. I was asking for a miracle from God. I was like, God, send me something. I'm ready to work. I've been sick for 3 years. I'm like, send me something that massive could come in and we could help massive. You guys, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You're here. This is no accident. We're all connecting through the one and only, the divine, the God. And you guys take action. I'm telling you, this will change your life. I'm already looking at myself as a millionaire this year. I'm like, okay, let's go, let's go. I am so excited. So we welcome you guys to be here. We're going to be putting a schedule up on regular-based meetings and trainings. The whole system is being put together for everyone to win. And you know, one thing that I realized just being here barely a week into this company, that we're all a family. It doesn't matter whose team you're on. I mean, I call this a family. This is the first time being in this opportunity in this industry for 23 years that I finally feel like we're all one big family in this global world. So we welcome you. Welcome to Coop20. Get back with the person who invited you. Sign up today and start dreaming again. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much.
Great.
Back to you, David.
And with that, we're going to close out this webinar. Watch for your emails, watch for the text messages, watch for the WhatsApp messages and the Telegram messages. We are going to have another webinar before this week is out. Before this week is out, we're going to have at least one more webinar. Folks, let's get busy with it. Your future self is counting on what you do today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Arnie. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Nina. Bye-bye.
Good night.